meeting of the Bristol, Virginia School Board to order on this Monday, April the 13th, 2026. And welcome all of you who are here, and ask if you would please to stand and recite the pledge with me. We do have a quorum, and Mr. Hartley is on his way, but we will go ahead and begin. And looking for an approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
That's all you. That's all me. This would be like tennis.
They're so far away. Mrs. Jones, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle,
Yes.
Mrs. Guppy.
Yes.
In our agenda for this evening, we have the recognition of Roman Mignot, who was the state champion in Class 2 high jump at the VHSL Class 2 State Track and Field Championships. We asked Roman to join us this evening, and he may be along at some point, but we have a certificate to present to him. So if at some point later in the board meeting tonight we break away from the agenda, it's so that we can bestow that upon him.
What was his mark? What was the height? Have any idea?
They didn't put that on the certificate.
Just curious.
Okay. Next is our superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and good evening, everyone. Pretty brief report this month from the maintenance department. We began work on the walk-in freezer right around when we went out for Easter break or spring break. And despite a slow start, I think we have got that back ahead of schedule, and we should have that completed by the time we have our May board meeting. There will be an action item that comes up later in the board meeting about the roofing contract at the high school, but good news there. From school nutrition, I have some information to share from Ms. Leah Parks. Ms. Parks traveled to Capitol Hill to ensure that the voices of our district and all Southwest Virginia were heard during the School Nutrition Association's annual legislative action conference. Ms. Parks was spokesperson for our region, joining more than 850 school nutrition professionals from across the country, all united in strengthening federal support for our school meal programs. First thing that they did was to bring attention to the rising costs and the impact of the styrofoam ban. To address this, she urged Congress to support H.R. 5753, the Healthy Meals Help Kids Learn Act, which would permanently increase reimbursement rates for both breakfast and lunch programs. Second, Ms. Parks advocated for support in transitioning to more scratch-cooked meals, which has been an initiative that she's taken on here in Bristol. As many districts move forward towards fresh, scratch-prepared foods, Ms. Parks highlighted the challenges posed by aging kitchen infrastructure. She explained that schools in our region needed updated equipment to meet modern nutrition standards and to expand scratch cooking safely and efficiently. She encouraged lawmakers to pass H.R. 5731, the School Food Modernization Act, which would provide funding to modernize school kitchens and improve food service quality. And last, she spoke about the importance of the Community Eligibility Program, or the CEP. Ms. Parks spoke about our district's identified student percentage and how essential the CEP is in allowing us to serve free breakfast and lunch to all students without stigma or administrative barriers. To protect this access, she urged Congress to support 3281, the Restoring Food Security for American Families and Farmers Act of 2025, and to repeal the SNAP provisions of H.R. 1, to threaten CEP participation. Now, just kind of more extemporaneously, the community eligibility program that she was defending there, this is the mechanism by which we feed every student every day. Free breakfast, free lunch. This also opens us up for some of the after-school feeding programs we do, and is really a huge difference maker in an area, a region, in fact, of our state that is more impoverished than other parts. So very important work that Ms. Parks did. All right, then to turn the attention to instruction and federal programs just briefly. We're very excited to announce that we had 14 applications for innovative summer school grants. So what we're doing differently with summer school this year is we've asked teachers to share with us their creative ideas for how to make summer school highly engaging for students and do things that are somewhat out of the box. And we were a little concerned the morning of the deadline. I think we had 2 applications in hand, but by the end of the day we had 14. So we're very excited to go through those and to see how we might give summer school a facelift that is perhaps long overdue. Federal programs with Dr. Mabe will be doing need assessments in the upcoming week. That's for the K-12 program as well as pre-K programs. And we also have some textbook evaluations pursuant to textbook adoption on the way. So the state has kind of outlined textbook adoption over each of the next 3 years. Come join us, Mr. Hartley. Is this young man Roman?
Oh, I thought you were the high jump champ.
Madam Chair, I'm going to share these important dates, and then we'll go backwards and give Roman the recognition he deserves here.
Okay.
So just some important dates for your calendar. On Wednesday the 15th, there will be the Unified Sporting Event at Abingdon High School, and this is an event for students with special needs who will be assisted by their non-disabled peers at a really feel-good event in Abingdon. On April 21st, board made the decision last week to allow us to go remote on the date of the special election. So we have pushed that information out on Friday, and the reception on that has been very good so far. So the Tuesday the 22nd will be a remote learning day. That is also the same date as the Rotary Teacher of the Year celebration. It will be held at the train station. Thursday, the 23rd of April, will be the Golden V celebration, which we will be hosting here in Central Office that night. Really looking forward to some of the changes in that program that we've made this year. Should have a very nice catered meal that night, and hoping to really show off for our students. And then starting on April 27th and going through May 20th, maybe just beyond, our SOL testing season will be in full swing. I will be heading to Roanoke on April 27th and 28th to present at the Virginia Association of School Superintendents Conference. But that will take us into May at that time. If there are any questions about that, I'd be happy to answer those.
On the kitchen updating grants or Miss Parker?
Leah Parks.
Is there any particular piece of equipment that we have that is in dire need?
I'm going to ask Ms. Parks, since she is here this evening, if she wouldn't mind coming to the podium and she can speak to that.
I was just wondering about any particular pieces of equipment that are in dire need, or Thank you.
Sorry, you have to go to Rona. Excuse me. I said, I'm sorry, you have to go to Rona. It's one of the shorter drives, fortunately.
You'll finish with
That
yours.
finishes mine, and
Go back up then.
so at this time we have a young man in attendance this evening who is, as mentioned just a few moments ago, state champion in the Class 2 high jump this year. So at this time we would like to honor Roman. And Roman, we're going to have you say your name for the record so that I don't get it wrong. But I want to say Mignot. Is that correct? Yeah. Roman, would you please join us up here at the front?
So now it's time for our student board representative report. Ladies.
This is our March presentation. In March, Virginia High hosted the 8th grade Career Expo. Several of our amazing CTE students helped represent the school by giving tours to students and families. Congratulations to Andrew Elam, March's CTE Student of the Month. Andrew has completed several years of automotive technology and plans to study diesel mechanics after high school. Virginia Middle's 8th grade technology education students toured Bell Helicopter. Students learned how aircrafts are built and tested for flight safety. During the tour, students were able to see the concepts they learned in class come to life. Indoor Track State. The individual and relay qualifiers from the region attended the VHSL Class 2 Indoor Track State Championships on March 3rd and 4th. Outdoor track kicked off their season victoriously on March 26th at the Battle All-Comers Meet. Lady Bearcats took home first place with a score of 143. Bearcat boys took home first with a score of 157.5. High jumper Caden Scott qualified with a jump of 410.
VHS held its annual Spring Festival and Talent Show on March 26th. The top 3 placers in the talent show were Ezekiel Postel, Jayla Daughtery, and Jezebel Griffith. Carly Keeney and Nate Harper were crowned Mrs. and Mr. Virginia High. Musical theater students are sticking the final touches on props and set for She Loves Me in preparation for Tech Week from April 6th to the 11th. Public shows will go on at 5 o'clock, April 12th and the 13th, which is today, right? Yeah, make sure to go watch that. All right, students in year 2 of culinary arts went to Bristol Motor Speedway on March 3rd to compete with other schools by presenting dishes each of them had made. They walked out with the state championship. And this is a picture of them. I say that they're really good students, and also that's my favorite teacher, Miss Atkins. Shout out to her since she's leaving in December. And the Busch Garden trip for the girls soccer team, they visited there for a Windsor High School game, and it was like over the course of 2 to 3 days whenever spring break started.
Next on our agenda is public comment. I do not have any cards. Unless anyone has a burning desire, something you have to say, we will move on then to our consent agenda. And the consent agenda is to be acted on as a single action. And on our agenda for that is the approval of payment of bills and the approval of the minutes for the regular session of the March 2nd, 2026 meeting. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the consent agenda. Okay.
Ms. Jones, would you call roll, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle,
Yes.
Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. Next on our agenda is our action items. 5A is the approval of contract purchase greater than $50,000. Is Virginia High School Science Wing and the adjacent hallway roof for $90,918.
And Madam Chair, as I referenced in my remarks earlier, we were very happy with this bid. Some of the preliminary calculations for this estimates were up around $160,000. However, through a relationship that we have with Summit, who ultimately got the bid, and their familiarity with the project, I think it helped drive the cost down. So we got it for the listed price there, $90,918. It was our recommendation that we go with Summit.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any other discussion?
You may have touched on this in your report. When do you expect this to close?
This work will begin heading into the summer. So once school's out, because it will be a little bit disruptive having people on the roof.
Do you anticipate no difficulties getting concluded over this?
No, sir.
All right, Mrs. Jones, would you call names for the vote, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle,
Yes.
Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. Item 5B is the approval of a term contract with BSN for the provision of comprehensive range of athletic apparel and related items, including but not limited to game uniforms, coaching apparel, and footwear.
We previously had a 5-year contract with BSN. With procurement laws, we are allowed to enter into a 1-year contract with options for renewals for 4 subsequent years. So this is starting a new round. It was a competitive bid process or RFP process, and we're very pleased with how we were able to negotiate with BSN, who was the committee's top pick, and think we're getting a very fair deal.
This is a 1-year contract.
This contract is for 1 year with the option to renew it as long as the terms don't substantially change up to 4 more years.
Okay, then. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? Okay, Mrs. Jones, would you call the roll for the vote, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle,
Yes.
Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. On my agenda says we move to closed session then. Okay. All right, so Mr. Hartley, would you read us into closed session?
Pursuant to Section 2.2-3711A1 of the Code of Virginia, I move that the board convene a closed meeting for the purpose of discussing the following matters: discussion of certain personnel recommendations for employment, retirements, and resignation.
And Mrs. Jones, would you call roll for the vote, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle, Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. All right, we thank all of you for coming out, and we want to wish Melvin a happy birthday from March the 21st, did you say? Yes, yes.
Happy belated
So,
birthday,
so
Mel.
happy belated birthday from us. Okay, that's a good person to be recognized. So we thank you for coming. right, Mr. Hartley, would you lead us back into regular session?
The Bristol, Virginia School Board certifies that to the best of each member's knowledge, only public business matters lawfully exempted from the open meeting requirements by Virginia law were discussed in the closed meeting, and only such matters as were identified in the motion convening the closed meeting were considered.
Second.
Mrs. Jones, would you call the roll, please?
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle,
Yes.
Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. Now I need a motion to approve attachment A.
Move that we approve attachment A.
Okay, Mrs. Jones, call roll again, please.
Mr. Fletcher,
Yes.
Mr. Hartley,
Yes.
Mr. Slagle.
Yes.
Mrs. Guffey.
Yes. Is there any old or new business? All right, and I say our meeting is adjourned.